Live. We are live. Good morning. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It's Josh Goldstein, your favorite immigration lawyer, coming at you. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I know I am, and I'm looking forward to answering all your questions. Today, we are talking about what's holding up your immigration case. That is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Nothing is more frustrating than applying for asylum, for a visa, for citizenship, for a green card, for whatever it is, and then having your application just be stuck. This is incredibly frustrating. And when your case gets stuck, you start thinking, well, what's causing this delay? Welcome, Samuel. Welcome, DJ. Welcome, Cynthia. You start thinking about what's causing the delay, and there could be all sorts of reasons for the delay. Um, and you start thinking, well, maybe it's because I sent it to this particular service center, and if I had sent it to a different service center, that would be much faster, right? That's one idea. Sometimes people think, well, it's because I went to a particular consulate. That's why it's taking so long. Someone says, any improvements on I-730s? Are they getting faster? No, they're not. They take forever. Pinky Patel joined us. Welcome. Someone with a name in Arabic joined us, and I don't know what this is. I'm going to be answering all your questions, but first, the one thing that I think you really want to know, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but another idea is that sometimes you go to the interview and things get stuck and you start inventing reasons. Yasmin, welcome. You start inventing reasons for why your case is delayed. Maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of that. I'm going to tell you a story about a client that I had, and she applied for naturalization to get her citizenship. She went to her interview and it got delayed. And she said to me, you know what? I think I know why my application for naturalization was delayed. I said, why is that? She said, well, I was coming back from a trip from my home country. She was from Sri Lanka. And she said, you know that sign they have at the airport that says, don't bring any fruits and vegetables? I said, yeah. She said, well, I know. I brought a mango in. They have these amazing mangoes in my home country. I brought in a mango. It says you can't bring any fruits and vegetables, but this is what I did. And they found it in my bag. And that's probably why my case is delayed. And I had to kind of laugh about that a little bit. I don't think that her case was delayed because she brought in a mango, but hey, you never know. Maybe that was the reason. It seemed a little silly to me. The point I'm trying to make is asking why your case is delayed is usually the wrong question. After all, you don't your goal is not to learn why your case is delayed. Your goal is to get your case approved and stop the delay, stop the slowdown. So I would encourage people who are determined to find out why their case is delayed to focus on the solution rather than the delay. You know, I have filed thousands of lawsuits to help people whose immigration cases are delayed. And, you know, rarely are we told why their immigration cases are delayed. So that's something to be aware of. All right, I'm going to start answering questions from you. Hope everyone is doing amazing. Snow Huskies Kennels joined us. That's amazing. Rebecca Lopez. She says, I have my visa I-130. I'm a citizen of El Salvador. How much time for an interview? Well, the interview probably takes about half an hour, but I'll leave that to your question. I guess I would need more information about your situation. I'd want to know whether you're a U.S. citizen. What kind of case is it? Did you petition for someone? Let me know. Armando Rocky Auto Detailing LLC. Welcome. So good to see you. So Rebecca, your husband is a U.S. citizen, and you are in El Salvador. Is that right? If he petitioned for you in November of 2022, I think you should be able to get your interview this fall. Is your I-130 approved, Rebecca? Let me know. Ashley, can we adjust status for marriage after entering the US for 30 days on a B2 visa? Ashley, if you're listening, I want you to book a call with our team using the link in my bio. We can help you. There may be a way to do that. It's a little complicated, but yes, there is a way to do that. And that would be a good strategy for you. They're still waiting for the interview. Yes, it's approved already. So for consular processing, hold on one second. For consular processing, there are, and I'm telling you this, Rebecca Lopez, I'm telling you this for your benefit. First, the I-130 is filed. The I-130 visa is approved. Visa petition is approved. Then the case goes to the National Visa Center. You have about 6 months to go back and forth with them until it's at the National Visa. So, Rebecca, is your case documentarily qualified? Let me know in the comments below. Once your case is documentarily qualified, you wait for the interview. In San Salvador, I think it would probably take about 6 months to get your interview from the point at which the case is documentarily qualified. The embassy from MMH, how is the embassy in Amman? Are they improving? No, they are not. The embassy in Amman is not great. SRS Sadiku says, where is your office? Okay, so we handle cases in all 50 states and across the country, around the world, from our offices in Los Angeles and Boston. So we meet with people through Zoom and Google Meets virtually, and also by phone, but we don't do in-person consultations. We do them remotely. It says, hi, Josh, what are your guidelines for travel to the U.S. with a pending I-130 if you have a 10-year B1, B2 visa? That's a tough one. Hey, it says, Josh, B and Leo here stopping by to say hi. Thanks for giving me. Oh, that's awesome. Great to see you. So back to the question that I think was a really good one. This is a question from N on TikTok. It says here, what are the guidelines for travel to the U.S. with a pending I-130? If you have a visitor visa and you come to the U.S., they will admit you to the U.S. if you can prove that you're not going to stay in the U.S. and that you're going to return to your home country. Now, if you have a pending I-130, there is some presumption you've already expressed your intention of emigrating. So it's a little tricky at the airport because you're going to have to convince them, no, you're not going to stay in the US on this particular trip. You're going to go back to your home country. And if you can persuade them of that, they'll let you in. I think you want to go easy on the traveling, though. One trip of short duration. Don't come back and forth a lot. Don't live in the US. But, do that. Does that help? Let me know your questions below. Let me know. All right. Do you help international students? Yes, we do. But what do you mean? Do I help them? Help them with what? What specifically does an international student need help with? Let me know. Yasmin says, answer my question. Ali says, dude. I don't know what dude means. Yasmin, your question. The guy who said dude says Pakistan KR1. Is the N400 getting faster or the same? It varies from case to case. McKay says, I had my immigrant visa interview, but I found inadmissible but eligible to a waiver. And since my Yes. If you have a specific question for me, you can email me at joshua@jgoldlaw.com. That's a good way to reach me. I'm going to put this on the screen. Let's see here. I'll put this on there. That's me. Is it better to refile a new I-130 if the previous one is denied? I like that. I like that idea. That's a good idea, filing a new I-130. I mean, what else can you do? The question is, you have to understand why the first I-130 was denied. Why did they deny that I-130? I mean, that's the question. Because if you don't know why they denied the I-130, then how are you going to get the second I-130 approved? Maybe it would get denied for the same reason the first one got approved. So you really have to dig into that a bit. Billionaire Minded, hello. Yama, hi. Hash 8787. Can I travel outside the US after receiving the I-751 receipt, or do I need some travel document? Okay, hash 8787. If you look at your I-751 receipt notice and you read it carefully, it will say that it's good that this letter serves as proof of permanent residency for purposes of work and travel. So if you have a green card that's expired, or you have a passport and you have that receipt notice, that should allow you to travel. Don't stay out too long. Don't travel too frequently. Stay in the US. Wael, I'm going to get to your question here. So it says here, I think this is your question. Wow. It says, hello, I married in October. Excuse me. I married in October 2023 in Egypt. And my wife, she petitioned for me with the I-130 in November of 2023. How long will it take? My mother passed in December. My condolences to you and your family. We must make the application again, or is it okay? Okay. So if you got married in October 2023 and your wife petitioned for you in November of 2023, then you're in a period where you have to wait for this process to unfold. It's going to take a good year and a half, 2 years. You're probably going to get your visa in 2025, next year. Does that help, Weil? I love my Egyptian clients. I play squash, and the Egyptians are the best of the best, the kings of squash, a country that's taken over the game. And I love that. Love Yourself joined us. Yes, I like that. Can I ask you, please? Meek asked me a question. Yes, you can ask me anything. I don't know if I know the answer, but I'll try. Big Jeff, I did an I-134 for a friend. Can I still invite them to the States? Yes. Kaleem says, hi, Josh. It happened in Islamabad. I wonder what happened there. Rebecca Lopez, waiting for the interview. Yes, indeed, you are. I hope you get your interview soon. We have a lot of Salvadoran clients, a lot of problems with the U.S. consulate in San Salvador. I'm here to help if there's anything I can do. Billionaire Minded, they denied my visa application because I had a baby in the U.S. When should I apply? I'm not sure. Kaleem, please read my question above. Okay. It says, Kaleem says, hey, Josh, can you please answer my question? My IR1, that's a marriage-based visa, was refused under 221G and was asked to file a DS 5535. It's been 2 weeks. Can you help? And the answer is yes. Kaleem, if you're listening, there's 2 things you need to do. First, you're not going to like this, but you need to wait. Because if you just filled out the DS 5535 2 weeks ago, then you're going to have to wait a little bit. Sometimes it takes a month or 2 to get this 221G sorted out. But if you don't have an answer after like 4 or 5 months, then you have a serious problem. You need to call me and get in touch with my team, book an appointment with my team, and we can help you. Okay? I hope that helps. Wael says, my mother passed in December. Again, my condolences to you. Um, can I change the application or is it okay? You don't have to worry about anything. MS, please let me know if you can help my question above. Great questions from YouTube today. Sorry, let's see here. Okay, Masood. My wife is a US citizen. She applied for her mom in January 2020. We heard the case is gone to Abu Dhabi. Can you find out why we haven't heard from the embassy? Um, yeah, I would need to know a little more information, Masood. Did your mother-in-law, your wife's mother did she have a visa interview? Can you look into that? Let me know. Give me a little few more details. I pressed a button and I liked my own live broadcast. So I better like my own live broadcast because can we get help after 60 days? This is from Kaleem. What we do is we file lawsuits against the US consulates for not making decisions on cases. And I think we usually file them after 4 months. Facebook user, hey Josh, I got a 221G at the Montreal embassy. I'm sorry to hear that. January 25th, they asked provide details, Microsoft Office. Looked like a DS5535. I did submit those details on January 29th, and I haven't received confirmation back from them. Should I receive a confirmation? Secondly, how long should we wait for file? So when you submit a case, each consulate uh, has a little bit different process. So I don't know if they receive a confirmation or not. I'm not sure how that works. But basically, this is for the person on Facebook who left this email. If you haven't gotten your visa and like 4 or 5 months have passed, then you need to reach out to me and we can help you out. How long does it take to get an interview in Ethiopia? I mean, the interview process should take 6 months to a year. Billionaire minded, if you had a baby in the US and your visitor visa was denied, I think it's unlikely that you're going to get another visitor visa anytime soon. So I would go to France or Germany or England or some other country. I mean, I say this with empathy. I wish you could get your visa, and I don't mean to brush you off, but I think once you have a baby in the US on a visitor visa, it's very unlikely that they're going to give you another visa to come in. Okay. I have a great question from Cash. Cash, are you listening to this? Because if you are, I want you to put a comment in the thread so I can answer your question because it's going to be a good one. Okay, Cash. This Cash rules everything around me. When you went to your citizenship interview, they gave you a form you said called an N652. This is a form, if you've been to a naturalization interview, it's like they give it to you on the way out and they sign it and they'll say, here's what you do. If you get that form, the N652, I want you to look at the very bottom of that form. There's some fine print in there that gives you the secret sauce on how to get your citizenship approved. It tells you that if they don't make a decision within 120 days of your interview, that you can force them to make a decision in federal court. And we do this all the time. We do it all the time. So they only have 120 days from your interview to make a decision. If they haven't made a decision, 120 days have gone by, you need to hit me up because we can help you out. Okay. Here's someone who says, my husband has Belgian citizenship and I have FID. Can I go to America on a work visa? I don't know. I'm not sure. Belgian citizenship, being married to someone who's Belgian, doesn't give you the ability to work in the US. You still need a work visa. So I don't know. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know. I'm here to help. Where's everybody at today? Where are you calling me from? Where are you connecting with me? Cash, put your comment again, but let me know. Cash, did my comment help you? Let me know if you have questions about this. Okay. Let me know. Kaleem says, Josh, why they asked for DS 5535? Does it have to do with inquiring about the paper? Does it have to do something in the US? Also, do you think my wife should write a no, Kaleem? Who knows why they sent you the request of the DS 5535? They do that a lot to people in Pakistan. We have tons of clients from Pakistan. Don't worry about it. Should your wife write a letter? I think that's a waste of time because they don't even read it. So it's like saying, should my wife write a letter to President Biden? Okay. MS, I am in Los Angeles too. So can you push the embassy to have an interview? I'm listening from Los Angeles. I might be able to help you get an interview, but only if you've been waiting a really long time. If you've been waiting and there's been an unreasonable delay, I don't have the ability to force your case to go faster. I do have the ability to help you make sure that you get your decision in a reasonable period of time. Does that make sense? It's a little bit different. Rebecca Lopez has another question, and I'm trying to find it. She put that she has another question. It says here, I have another question. I searched the NVC and they said that my petition is duplicated and they need to scan my passport. I sent it to them. The NVC told me an email they want to notify, and I told them to eliminate and send me a user and ID password. And they told me they didn't reach me anymore, didn't see a problem. I'm not sure what to tell you, Rebecca. Mohammed Sadiku says, you must upload and submit your documents and passport without scheduling a 221G appointment. What does this mean, sir? I have no idea what that means, but I would tell you this. You should respond to any request that the consulate has. If they say you need to fill out this form, you fill out the form. If they say to send the passport, you send the passport. It's just that simple. But why they're doing that and what it all means, I don't know. I just try to be responsive. I often joke with my clients that if the consulate sends a letter and says, we need a picture of your lawyer with a pineapple on his head, I just go get a pineapple. I'm not going to like start wondering, well, why are they doing that? What do they use this for? I just do whatever they say. I just do it. Does that make sense? My Mick says, my question concerns future applications. Okay. What question is that? How can I apply for asylum? There's a form called the I-589. It's online. You can fill it out. There's instructions. What can you do? Cash says, what can you do if an officer told you to withdraw your application? Okay. Well, Cash, my guess is that you didn't have a lawyer there, because if I'm at an interview and an officer tells my client to withdraw their application, that would never happen. Why would I withdraw an application? I want you to approve the application. However, there are cases where people just don't qualify and they don't know it. So here's a question from Mick. Hi, if I obtain a resident green card and become a naturalized citizen, can I later visit my country of origin? Will I be protected if the government arrests me? No, you will not, Mike. Stay away from your country of origin if you're afraid of arrest. And if you got your green card based on asylum or refugee status, you shouldn't do that. Kaleem says, for real, should my wife write a letter to President Biden? Absolutely not. No, that was a joke. You should not write a letter to President Biden. President Biden has other things going on and is not going to be concerned about your wife's visa. It's not going to help you do anything. You, you shouldn't write a letter to Santa Claus either. You shouldn't do any of that stuff. I mean, God bless Joe Biden, but no, don't write a letter to him. With advanced, this is from Iharani. With advanced parole, am I allowed only to travel to my home country or any country? The answer is any country. You can go to any country. Thanks, Kaleem. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Ba Ellie So, thank you for joining. If you have a 2-year green card, can you apply for a 10-year? When can you apply for a 10-year green card? So if you have a 2-year green card, within 90 days of the expiration of the I-94, so look at your 2-year green card and it'll say permanent resident since. Now, 2 years from that, your green card's going to expire. 90 days before that, you can apply to renew the conditions. But that's an elaborate process where you have to prove that your marriage relationship is genuine. Flying Pig, 10 months after being an AP, the consulate asked me for a new medical exam passport. It's been more than 6 months to be submitted, and the case is MPC. What does this mean? Flying Pig, listen up. It means that your case is stuck. Okay? Your case is stuck. And if you want to, you have 2 choices. One, you can sit and wait and continue to wait. Or I have a better solution. Contact my firm using the link in my bio or email me at this email right here. It's going the other way right there. Send me an email and then we can book an appointment with you and we can help you get your visa approved because that's ridiculous. You waited 10 months, then you did another medical exam, then they make you wait another 6 months. Cash, I have a feeling that there's something a little bit screwed up about your case. The officer wanted you to withdraw it. I'd like to know more about that. Let me know. Let me know, folks. Let me know. Let's see here.